Hey guys, can you let me know if you could hear me? Trying to see if my connection is okay. So just wave and say hello if you see me. Because right now, I just got a notification saying that I had some internet issues, but it says I'm live at the same time. So just give me a message and let me know if you can see me, then I can continue, and then I'll move on from there. Waiting for anyone there. Okay, so I think I see some people saying hello, but this is not it's so weird. Okay, so I am probably looking at a wrong chat. Hold on a second. Yeah, so I see that there, but at the same time, okay. Hold on a second. I see people waiting in this link, but at the same time, I'm seeing. Oh, I'll figure this out. I'm sure people will go to the right one. Okay, let me see. I need to message the folks that are on the other chat though, because it looks like it might be different. Different stream. Can you check my channel? Yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to do this. So anyways, what's up everybody? Sorry for the confusion. Yeah, so I was trying to stream to the one that I had created, but it looks like it might just be streaming to YouTube directly, so I'm gonna have to go back and change the stream afterwards. And so anyways, what I wanted to do is talk about this Dark Commander deck that we are seeing. They're calling it the Ultimate Upgrade deck. And if you take a look at the description here, they're saying that they're introducing a new mechanic that is going to upgrade all of your highest leveled power gems, and it has the ability to go up to level 20. So that is the highest level you can get to. So theoretically, it's supposed to be a really strong deck. But let's take a look and see for real, and see how this deck would look like. And as sort of like what I've tried to do in recent weeks, I'm going to try and do the poll first, and if I get the cards, great, I can use it as I talk about them, but if not, I can still talk about them afterwards. And so thanks for everybody for jumping over to the other stream. It's kind of weird, I know, sorry about the confusion. I don't know what happened. So probably we'll have less viewers today right now, but it is what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the deck right now, and I have just enough gems, thanks to Bounty Hunter, to go for 4 tiers here, so that we could get at least an event card here. So let's go for 4 tiers here. I will not have enough coins to get it this time, and I am going to also be mentally prepared to not get anything. I think that after sort of what happened in the last event, I just decided that it was not worth the stress if I don't get it. So if I don't get it, I don't get it. That's okay. It is part of the game, but I do wish that you will have better luck than I do. For the most part, really, all I really want is to be able to showcase the deck. But if not, then I will work with what I have. And so thank you very much, Androgyos, for dropping the link to the other one. So thank you so much for the help. Okay, so that's tier 1 there. We didn't get anything there, so let's go into tier 2 and see what we get. Be like Billy, I see what you're doing there. So it is also the day after, Halloween was just this past weekend, so hopefully everybody had a chance to celebrate. And so it looks like I got one of the missing cards that I needed for my collection card. So that's good. This is tier 2. I got a gold card, but it's one of the older ones. I don't think I had this card, but at least I could use it. So this is the guaranteed card. This is the Towering Rook. And we will take a look at these cards afterwards. All right. So one of the things I was talking about too with some of the other members in my chat room was like, I should just go into these polls and just say, you know what, I really, really despise this deck and I don't want it. I really, really I don't get it. I wish I get nothing but like guaranteed in 4 tiers, and see if maybe that will help. So thank you so much for all the good wishes here. All right, let's go ahead and go to tier 3 here. So I have to sort of change the layout a little bit, so I'm not showing the chats from the other stream, because there is that sort of the issue there. But you can take a look if you look at the live chat after. All right, so we're on tier 3, and here is another support card. And I think I'm also guaranteed at least one relic here, so we can take a look there. So I think that's going to be the relic. So this is, this is what we're expecting, is the main event relic. So tier 3 so far hasn't yielded anything, unfortunately, for us just yet. But I did get one of the collection heroes there. I'm not sure if that gives me a ultimate form, though. So we'll take a look there. Okay, and so let's go, I think, yeah, I have just enough. I'll have 59 gems remaining after this, so we're gonna go ahead and open tier 4. So let's go tier 4, and let's see what we get. And I've also built a deck in anticipation of me not getting anything here. So let's take a look. But I'm interested in showcasing sort of like, you know, the deck itself and talk about what it could do. So here's another event relic. Which is unfortunate again, because like when I get a gold card, ideally I'm getting a, you know, a card, and rather than a relic there. So I think I got two. I can't tell if I got 2 gold cards there, or like, you know, 2 non-guarantee, or one of them was the guarantee event and I got the rare as the extra card. That's probably what's happened here, is that I got the rare relic as my gold pull, and instead we'll have to settle for the main hero. And I do have the ultimate relic, which is sort of like a, I guess it's a consolation there. I mean, like, if you don't have the relics to break the shields, it does kind of cause problems also. So I guess it's at least it's okay. At least I have an ultimate relic there. And that's sort of the norm for me at this point, just getting the relic. And here it is, like, I do have this card now, so I can collect this. So Endural's King of Storms. I'm not sure if I can create an ultimate form out of that, but we'll take a look. So let's go ahead and just forge this. We're gonna forge it, and funny enough, I still don't have a ultimate form for Dark Beast Commander, and so so I cannot use a commander event team that is for Beast Killer. Unfortunately, there's 3 so far for Dark Commander, and I don't have a single ultimate form. All right, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at the age, based on age for dark cards I got. And this is the Endurals. It looks like I will not be able to get it. Yeah, so I'm missing the other card. So I'm missing Solo Gallium, right? Like, I never got these decks. These were cards I never got. So unfortunately, I won't have it. It's for Noble Killer anyway, so it's not going to make much of a difference. And so, unfortunately, yeah, sorry, for some of you that might be that aren't able to see me, you can just catch it afterwards. So thank you for your support. Okay, so let's take a look at our cards right now and see what this is all about. Unfortunately, can't showcase it to you. Really would have liked to, but let's just go ahead with it anyways. All right, so we'll start with the ultimate form, and this is called Earth Shaking Colossi. So all of the heroes in this particular event are meant to be, you know, sort of like the giant, sort of like gigantuous, like they're like giant colossus type units, and they're supposed to be like earth shaking, right? And so we'll take a look at this. We'll take a look at these cards here. So the battle skill here is called Order System, and it will upgrade your 7 highest ranked dark power gems on the board. So it will only upgrade dark power gems, and then it will also create 6 dark power gems 6s, and then you're going to get an increase of your damage by 60%. So you're going to get a damage buff, and you're going to have a gem spawn, and it upgrades. So this card will be weak to weaken, and also gem silence, power gem silence, etc. And also, anytime an upgrade skill is used, it'll create 4 dark power gem force and heal. So I would imagine that at least Toxin is going to block the passive skill. So this card can be blocked by a lot, and it says that this can trigger infinite times per turn. What they're doing here is they're opening up the possibility that in the future there might be a card that says anytime, anytime something happens, you trigger an upgrade. Okay, and so what could mean is, like, you could theoretically sort of like do a feedback, kind of like what we did with, the ultimate Elohim. I think it's called ultimate. But anyways, Elohim, and Intrepid Voyagers, how you could like, you know, anytime you create power gems, it increases attack, and whenever you increase attack, you also increase power gems, create power gems and like so forth, so you can create a lot. So like that opens up the door for that in the future. But anyways, this is the deck that's going to give you a power up, although it doesn't specify what like how many levels it goes by. It just says upgrades. It doesn't tell you if it upgrades by 1 or by multiple. I'm assuming upgrades by 1, and then I think if you create power gem 6s and you crush them, then you're going to get better power gems after that. We'll see. So let's take a look at the Master Collection card here. This is a Chelonian Giant, so it's just a giant turtle actually. And it upgrades 4 dark power gems by 1. So this one actually specifies it. So this one will upgrade 4, and then it also creates power gem 5s. And then it also will create additional power gem 4s anytime you upgrade. So whenever you basically do the battle skill, it's going to create the 4 power gems. Like it'll upgrade, create 4 power gems, but it also creates an additional power gem 4. So you're going to create basically 8 power gems total, 5s and 4s. All right, so the Master Collection card itself can create quite a bit of power gems. So all the cards together so far can create quite a bit, because the ultimate form does the same thing, right? It'll upgrade 7, and then it will create 6, and then it will create 4. So ultimate form by itself is capable of creating 10 power gems, and the Master Collection card is capable of creating 10. 8. So 8 for Master Collection card, and ultimate for 10 for ultimate form. So it's not too bad. Then we have the ultra rare card Citadel, and the Citadel card will create 5 power gem 6s, so we got a bunch of 6s now, and it also will increase the damage. So you got damage increase by 60 and by 40, so you're going to get an increase of 100% damage with an ultimate form and a ultra rare card, and this will also heal whenever you do an upgrade skill. So you're going to heal for some, you're also going to create a bunch of power gems here, but this one, like it says, instead of limiting it to just one time, you can do it multiple times. And so basically what that does is, because you could line up your ultimate form, your Master Collection cards, and you can just keep going, and then it will continue to heal and continue to create power gems. So if you go back and take a look at the ultimate form, what it will do is its passive ability will create 4 power gems. Okay, so if you line up like 4 Master Collection cards and activate them each time, you're going the ultimate form itself will create 4 power gem 4s each time. So if you have like 4 Master Collection cards, that's 16 plus its own plus the ultra rare card ultimate form, so you can go up to 20 power gems just by the passive, and then you have 6 plus another 16, 22 plus 20, so you can actually create a total of 42 power gems, a full team of ultra rare ultimate form plus Master Collection card. I think it creates 42 if my math is correct. All right, so this deck on its own is capable of doing multiple gem crushes, and upgrading the power gems after each gem crush is going to give you the most amount of the most number of high level power gems. Okay. All right, and so if you take a look now also at Winged Goliath, this is what I got. This is the event card. It will upgrade 1 power gem by 1, and then it's going to create 6 power gem 1s, and so you're going to at least get something if you used Winged Goliath. All right, so if you use Winged Goliath, you're going to still be able to get the increase. This is not the first card that does a gem upgrade, so we've had quite a few in the past that does it, and so you can still take advantage of that. Then we have the Towering Rook, which is the support card that we got 2 of. It will destroy 3 non-dark gems, so it's not really like, it doesn't really do anything, but then it'll create 8 dark gems on its own. So a very basic ability. The destroy gems doesn't really help too much, so like having it in the support card doesn't really mean anything. All right, and so that's the deck on its own. Like if I were to build it, I actually sort of built a deck around sort of what I was thinking, and yeah, so Supreme, not Ultimate, Supreme Elohim was the card I was thinking about. Anyways, I was kind of holding off this card for something, and I was thinking I'll probably put in the Winged Death in this case. So I don't have the deck. Okay, I don't have any dark commander cards that are beast killer whatsoever. So I'm going to use this deck instead. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to dark commander. Oh, I think I forged it. So let's go to dark commander, and let's go ahead and put in our relic now. So we have 2. Okay, so we have at least, we have 2 regular relics and 1 rare relic, and then we have this one, so I'll use that. So what I'm doing right now is I already sort of planned for myself to I'll probably have to switch this out. I already sort of planned for myself to use my immortal killer as the way to deal damage, because I already have a card that gives me beast killer for slayer. So paranormal agents is a slayer card that does boost it does boost all beast killers, and so I'll still get that. And I have golems that boost immortal, so then I can bring in my freedom fighters as the immortal killer card so that I can do some nuke damage. This is not for overkill or anything. This is literally just so that I can actually kill the boss in the first place. All right, this is just so that I can at least kill the boss, and putting in the winged Goliath here will at least help me showcase how I can at least upgrade a power gem. So the nice thing about Gem Crush 2.0 now is that you want to create as many power gems as you can. Okay, you want to create as many power gems as you can, and with this deck, I think it's capable of creating some a decent amount. Okay, I think it'll be able to create a decent amount. So let's go ahead and go to Legend Trials and let's take a look. Let's take a look here. So let's see. I will probably go with. I'll start with this one, right? I'll start with a silver, and we will see. And while we're waiting, let's take a look. Chris Viper, you're looking for opinions about all the cards at the end of the season. Worthy cards, not worthy, future cards. Yeah, sure. So I did start doing that, but I didn't do it for the past season or so. So I will definitely make it more more open, I guess. More obvious, like what my choices are, but I did give my take on it at the end of a stream. I understand that's hard to catch, so that's a good point. I will try to make it more separated so that you can see it more clearly. Okay, so let's take a look here. So I'm going to change this. I have to change my grouping, and then we will use this deck. Okay, so we're gonna go and use this deck. I wanna sort of show you how the upgrade works. So in this case, this is going to do a random upgrade. It's not going to actually do the highest power gem. But I wanted to sort of see, like, what is the gem spawn potential here. All right, and now with this deck, the challenge here is you're going to have to dispel weaken. I believe that Winged Goliath does that. All right, so let's go ahead and do a activation of your high performance unit area, and that's what we need to get our boost. And so after this, then what you do is you go ahead and activate everything. So like I said, in the world of Gem Crush 2.0 now, you're not concerned. I put it in the wrong order. I was so used to just going from left to right. So I should do this afterwards because I have a bunch of Power Gem 8s that could go to potentially Power Gem 9, right? So basically, this is what we would do. Now, I'm not going to be able to see the actual damage until after I take out the armor, so let's go ahead and do that. I just wanted to sort of see what the gem spawn potential is. And with golems in place, that this is actually not going to be too bad, right? Although with weaken, if you can't dispel weaken, then you can't use your unit area if you get hit before you can activate. So that's something to be careful of. All right, so we just have to hit a couple times, and then we're going to be able to clear the armor, and then we can see. Now this is using one key, so you're going to have to sort of extrapolate the Although I'm not sure if I'll be. You know what? I'm worried that I'm going to. Yeah. Okay, so here's my concern is that this is the problem. The timing is such that I will not get hit by the armor is gonna be gone, and then I'm not gonna be able to hit it. So I'm just simply going to kill the boss right now. So I'm gonna not do it. Instead, I'll just kind of see like how this works, right? So basically, what I would be doing is I will activate everything, then I'll activate the Winged Goliath, and so it upgraded one of them. So I have a Power Gem 10 now. Right, so even just a single upgrade, right, where I had a bunch of Power Gem 8s and so forth, it went up to Power Gem 10 afterwards because of the crush. All right, and so having the upgrade in Gem Crush era, it's actually really useful. That's actually a really useful mechanic to have, because remember what happens is after you do a gem crush, everything goes into the middle. So you can upgrade those ones which are always going to be your highest power gems, and then you're going to potentially crush some more. And so then you can go from, that's how you can go from power gem 8 up to like 9, 10, 11, and so forth. And hey, I got a Wicked Witch. By the way, I didn't get a chance to talk about this, but if you ever see a pack where they sell something like the Generation 2 heroes, do me a favor and never buy them. All right, I understand that they may be cards that you want to get, but if you have enough dust, you can use them. And also, those Generation 2 cards are no longer useful, so it's simply going to be a waste of gems for you. So save your gems. Don't use, ask questions before you decide that before you actually use your gems on those type of packs. In my opinion, those are not the kind of packs that you should be spending your gems on. So please don't go for them. Okay, and so we tried that, but it didn't really showcase the amount of damage we can do. But I think it sort of shows the power of upgrades. And so let's take a look at the Winged Goliath. I think this will dispel weekend, so that's good. Once I level it up to level 6, I at least will have a level 6 dispel for weekend, which will help me with this overall team. And so this is going to be the team that I'm going to run with, and and what I will do is I will I'll start here and then see what I can do to improve. So let's see. Got some questions here. I can upgrade to 2 Pink Star Relic. I didn't think I could. I just have the single. Did I get 2 rare relics? Not notice it? I thought I just got the single one. Hold on a second. Right? I think I just got the. Yeah, I just have the one. I'm missing the rare there. So, got my hopes up there. You got my hopes up. And Raymond Ruddy, welcome to the stream here. Thanks for joining here. So let's see. Attack counters 1. I could have activated area. Yeah. So the boss would have died because it's a silver boss. What I'll do is I'm gonna go with a gold now, so I can sort of show the actual damage amount. Because I think this, at least, even though this is not the event team, like I just wanted to sort of show like, hey, is this at least feasible? Keep in mind that there is really no, there's no weekend, there's no anything else that will make my team not be able to attack, and I also have 60 seconds to deal this. So, so Mike Pereira, don't I have a choice coin to get every week? Oh, okay. So I don't have a season pass for this season. That was just for I just got it for the end of last season because I had the Supreme Elohim team and I just wanted to get the ultimate relic. I didn't get that, and so I did spend the $20 to get the last 2 events. But they end at the end of the season, and at the beginning of the season, I did not go for it. And so right now, just going with my my VIPs right here. Colin William D. Legendary Game of Ripoffs. It certainly seems like this season has not been too kind to me. So what I did was I didn't get my deck, right? I did not get the card I needed. I went to tier 6 last event, got my Master Collection card, and I was missing the ultra rare card. And so instead of investing more money into it to try and pull more tiers, and instead of trying to go into the side packs, what I decided to do was I simply decided to just wait it out. And what I did was I just bought every single revival vault. I bought 5, basically 2 tiers for 2 of them and 1 tier for the other one. And then with all of the collection, all of the gems I could, coins I could collect, I was able to have just enough so that I could craft the ultra rare card, which I did. And to be honest with you, like, I can tell you now that I play with it, it was just so anticlimactic. I felt like, when I was using the Jailers plus, Lost Kingdom Guardians deck, I was actually doing okay. And granted, having the event deck made my damage go up, but it didn't make that much of a difference. It really wasn't. It really wasn't all that impressive to me. So, having gotten the deck, I would say it's not like a deck that I feel excited about. Now, it's a 2-turn cooldown deck, and I thought it was fine, but it's not a deck that I would say, yeah, like, definitely go for it. So, right out of the gate, the water Slayer deck from the previous event, not high on my my list right now. Like it was. You know, the thing is, like, I was so bored. I was so bored playing that deck last event. I'm not sure how you felt. It was just basically like spawn everything, you know, get everything down to the middle, and then just, you know, gem swap and you're done, right? It was, I don't know. It wasn't a fun and exciting event. I'm hoping this event will be a little bit better. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this started. We're gonna go ahead and activate area, and oh, this is going to convert everything to light too. Timing. Let's see how this works out, right? So everything's gonna get converted, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and overwrite them anyway. This would have been great actually. Like if this was not Gem Crash 2.0, this would have actually upgraded everything to a higher level power gem. But because it's, you know, power gem 2.0 now, that's not gonna happen. And so what we're gonna do is let's go ahead and activate this and see what happens. Okay, so let's see how much damage we can do with this. So this is with unit area, and this is beast, right? So I am getting a killer bonus also. So 27.3 trillion for my freedom fighters, and this is basically without any of the commander boost. Okay, so with the commander boost, you can expect it to go anywhere between 4 to 10 times damage. So this could theoretically potentially go up to 270 trillion pre-nuke. All right, and so that was that's sort of, I think, about the power balance or the expected power, because what we had there was we have it as a dark event, like dark against light. So we had the affinity bonus and we had the beast killer bonus, and so we had the beast killer bonus plus the affinity that got us 27 for freedom fighters. Now my freedom fighters is at 5 stars, and so oh, I got a core there, so that's good. So it's definitely not, or 4 stars, so it's definitely not going to give the same amount of damage if you have it at 1 stars. So that's something to keep in mind. But for me, it feels like I can make it work with this deck. Right, it could work with this deck. And if you take a look at some of the other things now, let's take a look at cards now that are Dark Slayers. So if you take a look at Dark Slayers, disregard whether it's Slayer or Beast Killer, not Beast Slayer. If you take a look at Beast Killer cards, disregarding whether it's Slayer or Commander, here are your options, right? You have your Paranormal Agents that we just had, and you also have Draconic Scoundrels. Those are all possible. Draconic Scoundrels can be used now, right? So if you have a really strong Slayer deck, let's say, like I've seen people with like 3-4 stars for this card, you can use it too. Because now with Gem Crash 2.0, you don't care about dual affinity power gems. You don't care about you don't really care about destroying the off affinity, so it's come back to be relevant again, so you can use that. The cards that I don't have though, right, like I don't have this deck, for example, right? So the deck with Sheena, this was the most recent Dark Commander Beast Killer deck that I do not have. This was like the team with like circuits, right? Unfortunately, I did not get that deck, so you could use that if you have it. If you have this Aswang deck, this is like one of the first decks in Generation 3.0, right? This is old school. We're talking like almost 2 years ago now. I still don't have the ultimate form for this, and so like you see, I do not have a single ultimate form for Dark Commander Beast Killer, and so this is going to be my option. And if you don't have any killer boost, but you can rock the Golems deck, this is still going to probably out damage anything that you could put together if you don't have any killer bonus at all, right? If you don't have any killer bonus but you have Golems, this is going to be the best time to use it, because you're already, you can take advantage of the affinity bonus at least, right? So you can at least take advantage of that. So this is going to be an interesting one for sure. Like I think I can do okay, but this again is a very specific sort of deck that was built around the cards I do have. So not everybody's gonna have the options. So let me know if there's anything that you might need help with, or go to my chat room. Hopefully they can help you out there. So let's see whether the comments here. As people were saying, like, it was a little bit boring. Just swipe 2 power gems in the middle, and pretty much it. All Slayer events are going to be the same. Skills match, get 20 to 25% rewards, and repeat for 1,000 times. Like, Slayers used to be super exciting for me. Like, I would go in and I would, try to get my MVP. I would try and get a try and get as much damage as I could, and then try to steal MVP if possible. But now it really is like that. It really is simply just go in, get your 20%, and move on. And I didn't play very much. I'll be honest, I didn't play very much, and I didn't go down very much either. Like, if you take a look at my scores for Monster Mash, I placed 82, okay? And I think I was top 30 like on day 2, and then I basically didn't play for most of the weekend because I was trying to spend time with my family, and I ended up with 82, like, just playing minimally here and there. So I know that people also aren't playing too much, so this is something to be concerned about, in my opinion, and that is Slayers has become so boring. It has become so boring, right? With, and this was something I actually warned them about, right? Like, hey, I warned the devs, like, if you take away, all of the things that, good or bad, Gen Crush 1.0, good or bad, at least made it interesting. It's frustrating because the damage output is so low at certain times, but it's exciting because you sort of have to look. You have to sort of like look around at the board and try to figure out what to do, right? If they had simply taken away that frustrating factor away a little bit, that would have been okay. But with Gem Crush 2.0, they sort of normalized the damage. Everything is consistent, which is great. But it's just like before Gem Crush came around, that's exactly what it was. You activate all of your power battle skills, fill out the board, and then you just do two gem swipes. Okay, it's a match 2 game. It's no longer a match 3. It's a match 2. It's a match 2 game, and this is what it's like. So for me, it just became really boring. I'm hoping that this event is not going to be like that, but we'll have to see how it goes. But in any case, we're talking about the Commander event. We're talking about what the deck is going to be like, and my personal opinion is that this deck has a lot of potential for dark events. The only thing that I'm worried about is I didn't read it carefully. I want to see if it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if it's Commander events or not, right? So this card will have the ability to upgrade all of your dark power gems. So you could use this in a Slayer event. It's just that you're not going to benefit from it because it increases dark commander damage. It doesn't boost dark hero damage. If it did, this would have been an amazing card. Okay, so like if it did, it would have been really good. But what it does is you're going to get a bunch of power gem creations, and you're going to get power gem upgrades, and that is always going to be useful. I mentioned before that there are other cards that that can be used, and let me see if I can try and find them right now. So I believe this was a Slayer card. There are others as well. I don't have the latest Slayer one, by the way. I know that there is a card that, I can't remember whether it's Slayer or Commander, so you guys are gonna have to help me out. There was a recent dark deck that does upgrades, and I don't have that deck at all, so I can't show it. But I know that what was it? I think it's Mystic, right? I think the Dark Mystic has an ability to do that. That was the rainbow deck, right? Dark Mystic, and was it Mystic? Yeah, it was Mystic. Okay, hold on a second. So I have Mama Legba. Oh, I don't have that card either. It was from this deck. There was a card that would upgrade all dark power gems by 1. I don't have that card either. So I don't have any cards that upgrades dark power gems, unfortunately. It was a Dark Immortal Slayer. Thank you guys. Dark Immortal Slayer deck. At least I can show which deck I'm talking about, right? It's from this deck. It's from this deck with Inia, right? Or Inia. The only card I have here is, so I have the ultra rare card. Did I get this? I think did we get this from a event, or from a from the trophy rewards or something? Anyways, I got this card, and this one, so this one will Oh, I do have one. Hey, look at that. So whenever a battle skill that creates power gem is used, create one more dark power gem creates one more dark power gem and upgrades 4 power gems by 1 level. Hey, I could use this card. I could totally use this card, right? And so the problem is like, where do I put this? Where do I put this? I need this, and I need the weakened counter for the most part. Although I'm probably gonna check this out, right? So this is also an immortal killer. It dispels flatline. Hey, I didn't realize I had that. Okay, so I guess I could probably do this for now and just sort of like make sure I activate area before I get hit by weaken. It will dispel it. Like, it will get dispelled as long as you activate area's battle skill beforehand. And then what I could do is, since it's commander, I have all dark power gems. I have all dark. Oh shoot! You know what? This one, I need a Commander Beast Killer on the team in order to generate gems. So since I don't have that, I'm going to have to switch this over to Dark Slayer Relics. If I'm going to go with this route, I'm going to have to switch this over to use Dark Slayer instead. And I don't know if I have that. I have at least 3 of these, right? So I can at least do that. So that's going to be a little bit of a challenge for me because I don't have any Dark Beast Killer relics, but I could at least use something like this. Activate area and then do the same thing, but this one will upgrade 4 of them instead of 1. But I think I'm also losing out on commander on the commander boost here. So what I've seen people do is, if you have the event deck, you could slot this card in. This card will be useful, or maybe the ultimate form. I can't remember if the ultimate form does that. Let's take a look at the skills here. So Regal Revolutionaries is the ultimate form. So what this will do is it'll do the same thing. So if you have the ultimate form, you could probably just like slot this in as well. Like, you can get additional upgrades, right? So additional upgrades could work. Jean Voodoo Queen, I think, is the one, right? That's from I think that is the card I was looking for. So I don't have that card. So there are like other cards that do upgrades. So if you wanted to try and upgrade, you could do that, right? So that is something that you could also just kind of give yourself a little bit more of a boost by upgrading it post crush. So what you want to do is you want to you could crush first and then upgrade it. And so this will. So let's see. So this will, whenever a battle skill that creates power gem is used, create 1 more dark power gem and upgrade. So this is a skill that's going to upgrade it, and then so this will then feed back into, So let me take a look at the chat. Did anybody mention like whether this loops or not? Right? Yeah, I think the mother was a countdown gift, right? So I think this was before they made this change. Like, because they don't have the wording of this can be done infinite times, I guess it doesn't loop. Okay, I was kind of hoping, hey, do we just find like a little bit of a loophole where you could do this? But unfortunately, sounds like that's not going to be the situation here. So I think the question was like, what does it mean not looping? So the passive ability here goes like this. Whenever a battle skill that creates power gem is used, it will create 1 power gem and then it will upgrade. Okay, so it waits for a power gem creation skill and then it upgrades. Well, we know that this particular deck, what it does is it waits for an upgrade, skill to be used, and then it creates power gems, right? So we'll use this for example, right? So when an upgrade skill is used, it creates power gems, and you can trigger this infinite times. And so when you create the power gems, then it theoretically could then go back into the Queen Mother of Magic, which just says, oh, a battle skill has been used, go ahead and upgrade 4 dark power gems. So it will kind of go back and forth. And next thing you know, you've got a full board of power gem 20s. And that is the thing that they put in place here, so that you don't get that anymore. Okay, and so that's what happened with the so Nui Mew is correct. It also happened with Intrepid Voyagers and the Supreme Elhim. That's why you were able to get like that full power gem, full board power gem. So unfortunately, they fixed that, so you're not going to see that effect anymore. So long story short, for this particular event deck, I think that if you get it, great. There are other cards that can help you so that you can at least try and see how it works. I think that the upgradability in Gem Crush World is a pretty powerful one, because there's no other way unless you're able to spawn Power Gem 8s and higher or 7s and higher to upgrade your existing Power Gem 8s that's already crushed. And so, not to say that this is overpowered, but I think that this is going to be useful. My personal preference for evaluating decks is always like, is this going to be a useful deck moving forward? Will I use this in the future? I think that this particular Ultimate form will be useful still in future Dark events, more so in Commanders than Slayers, but it can be used in every Dark Commander event. And so if you do get it, this will be useful. How much damage you'll be able to deal though with this, because there's really not any cards that boost beast cards, so you're not going to be able to use it on its own and feel like it's super powerful. Even though if you can get Power Gem 20, you could probably still do a lot of damage. You're going to want to depend on certain things like golems, is the most obvious one, right? So you're gonna, if you have the event deck, try and see how it works with golems, right? Like, because that's simply going to give you more power gems, sort of more power for your deck. You're going to get a ton more damage output, especially if you can get Power Gem 20s, etc. This is going to be using golems plus the event deck is going to be your best setup. Okay, that's going to give you the most damage. Most likely to get you that overkill is by using golems with your event deck. If not, then go with the event deck and see how it goes. Unfortunately, I can't tell you exactly how much damage you'll be able to do, but I think that if you are able to upgrade, depends on like the level upgrades, right? What I can see is that going to like Power Gem 8, it's still not quite enough. But if you're talking Power Gem 12s to 16s, that might be where you can sort of catch up a little bit if you don't have any boosters. So we'll see. So let's see. Okay, so the explanation that's in the chat, so for people that might not see it, is that the loop doesn't happen because it only happens with a battle skill. It doesn't count when it's a passive skill. So we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. There's always the chance that something will come out and we'll see something that is going to be completely OP. But for now, my opinion is that is it a deck that is worth using your coins to craft? I think if you don't have a Dark Beast Commander deck, why not, right? I think that based on what I'm seeing here, there's a lot more utility for this deck, right? This is going to be a utility that you can have more so in Dark Commanders than Slayers, but still can be used in Slayers. If you already have other options, though, it may not be necessary. Like, I will take a look and see how I do with this event, but with the deck I have, I think I could probably do okay. There are still other alternatives, but so far this is what I will. This is what I'll get. And so Oliver, with Regal Revolutionaries, you get a full reel Power Gem 12 for hire. So there you go. This is going to be an interesting event for sure. I hope it's going to be a fun one. I hope you guys enjoy yourselves also. So take care. Good luck to all of you for your vault opening. At least better than my luck. Okay. Take care, and I'll see you in the next time. I'll see if there's an opportunity for me to make an offline video. I don't want to promise anything, but at the very minimum, I will see you in the next preview event. Let me know. Also, I'm thinking about adjusting the time, and I would like to try to start the stream as soon as the deck becomes available for the preview, as opposed to waiting until nighttime. I'm trying to adjust my schedule a little bit. So comment down below, let me know what you think about the timing. I will also send out a poll for people to let me know. And so look forward to your feedback. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Have a good evening.